Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to Cater to Me, where we welcome all things, only things, specifically things, and strictly things that cater to us, okay? Okay, y'all, I'm tired, okay? I'm gonna make this video straight to the point, okay? That's how you know I'm tired. I'm left for no reason, for real. But I'm sleepy. I just want to get this video out before the day is over, before I go in the house, before I call it a night, okay? All right, because as soon as I step in this house, it's over with. I'm out for the night, okay? So I'm finna hurry up and get this video out. It's gonna be real quick, straight to the point, okay? So today is Monday, which means that it's Role Model Monday, which means I will be giving a role model, okay? And the role model that I chose for today is Dr. Frances Cress Welsing, okay? Dr. Frances Cress Welsing, okay? But for now, I'm gonna just call her Dr. Frances, okay? But yeah, before, like I said in my previous video, I'm gonna do like 3 new school role models for 3 weeks, and then for the next 3 weeks I'm gonna do 3 old school role models, and I'm gonna just keep alternating between the two. So this is my second old school role model that I'm doing for this week, okay? um so yeah, Dr. Frances Quest Wilson. I'm tired, y'all, okay? So just stay with me. Just try to stay with me, okay? But she was a psychiatrist, okay? She's not here in this physical reality anymore, okay? She has passed on, okay? But she has left a legacy behind, okay? And hopefully you look her up at the end of this video so you can see what she has left behind, okay? Look up her lectures, look up her videos on YouTube, okay? Things like that, okay? But she was a melanated psychiatrist. She was a woman, okay? You could also call her like a philosopher, okay? Because she studied, she studied life in general, but what she mostly studied was, things related to race and ethnicity and the history of that, okay? And and the reason why, because it's kind of a common thing that I'm doing, like with Dr. Amos Wilson that I chose last week. He kind of, talks about similar things. And the reason why I'm doing this type of thing is because, of course, I'm a melanated person, okay? Duh, okay? And also because I feel like the melanated community as a whole is living through a time where we are identifying what we call, in general terms, the generational curses that have been put on our families and put on our, our lineages and put out over our generations, okay? And these are things, the curses are related to the different traumas, the different manipulation, the different, you call it brainwashing that has been put on our families for generation after generation, okay? And I feel like now, and probably for the next decades, and probably for the next centuries, and probably forever, we are going to identifying the different curses and how to work our way through them, okay? And the curses are related to, you know, that subconscious, even conscious self-hatred that we have for our kind, or for melanated people as a whole, okay? Stay with me, y'all, okay? The curses that we are working our way through is the self-hatred, okay? Is the you know the not believing we are worthy of real stability, okay? Not believing that we are worthy of being able to protect ourselves, okay? And being able to, build sanctuaries and build communities and have things abundantly flowing within our own communities for ourselves, okay? It's like the lack of believing we're able to achieve those things. That is the actual curse, okay? And then even when it comes down to like how families are, on a more individual level, okay? It's like the curse of, we're starting to see the effect of not having fathers in the household for so many generations, okay? And seeing the effect of not having women who are emotionally available, okay, generation after generation. Okay, we're working. I feel like the melanated community as a whole are working our way, and probably, like I said, will probably forever keep working our way towards, unraveling those curses and making sure they stay unraveled. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Forever we'll be working through those because we need to make sure they stay unraveled. Okay, but Dr. Frances Cress Welsing, she the work that she does, okay, and the things that she talks about, she pretty much unravels where all of those curses even branch from. Okay, so she talks about how racism even started to begin with. Okay, and I'm not going to give you the details like how she's going to break it down, because like I said, I want you to look her up for yourself. Okay, she's the role model. Okay, I need you to look her up for yourself. Okay, but she pretty much breaks down where racism started from to begin with. Okay, but I guess I can explain it in short terms. It's a people who are, who are very powerful, people who are very resourceful. Okay, they created systems for themselves that were efficient for them, and actually, made them very prosperous and abundant. Okay, in every aspect of their lives. Okay, people who are very resourceful when it comes to the knowledge of knowing about everything. Okay, coming inventing science itself, and people you know who originated from one of the biggest resourceful places in the world, where they have pretty much everything you need to make everything that you have. Okay, people who are genetically dominant. Okay, people who just who at some point were seen as royalty all over the world. Okay, it came from that group of people being envied. Okay, being seen in a way where they were too powerful to a certain group of people. Okay, being seen in a way where one group of people became jealous and even hateful of the power and the influence and the dominance that group of people had. Okay, and so as time went on, you know the hateful, and maybe even you could call it demonic, group of people, um, they they had to find ways to reverse all of that. Okay, they had to find a way, and it took them centuries to do it, but it ended up working. Okay, because now that people has found ways to put the whole world into an illusion. Okay, put the whole world in fear. Okay, put the whole world in a place where nobody really knows about who they really are. Okay, so if you get it, you got it. Okay, but if not, just look her up and you'll know what I'm talking about. But her name is Dr. Frances Cress Welsing, and yeah, she pretty much unravels where why that group of people became so envious, why that group of people you know became so hateful and decided to thrive on that demonic energy and just run with it. Okay, and you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about melanated people, versus the other people. Okay, but I'm not saying all of the other people are demonic. I'm not saying it in that way. I'm just saying this particular group of people chose to thrive off of that demonic energy and chose to build foundations and systems off of that demonic energy that has been passed down in their generation. Okay, so by no means am I calling everybody of that other group demonic. Okay, I'm just saying that particular group did choose to thrive off of that demonic energy, okay, for centuries. Okay, and so that's why the melanated group of people need to are working through those curses that have been put on them for centuries. Okay. So yeah, Dr. Frances Cress Wilson, she pretty much unravels where all that hatred came from, unravels where all the curses, came from. Okay. So she's similar to the person who I chose last week, Dr. Amos Wilson. They really highlight your identity. They really want you to know who you are on another level so that you don't fall victim to the curses that have been put on your entire lineage, okay? You know, on your entire race as a whole, okay? So you don't fall victim to that self-hatred, to that feeling of lack, okay, and feeling like you come from nothing and you can't create anything and you can't sustain anything, okay? It's like not falling victim to that, but understanding where that thought came from. She unravels why you subconsciously hate your kind, okay? She unravels all of that, okay? So she talks about identity a lot, okay? So this is a tarot based channel, so I will be pulling a card to show the type of energy that she wanted to present to those that she wanted to really help become more knowledgeable about themselves. I'm gonna pull a card to show the type of energy that she wanted people to pick up on. Show the type of energy. I want a card to show the type of energy that she wanted to create within people. What type of energy did Dr. Frances Cress Wilson, what type of energy did she want people to pick up on? What type of energy did she want people to gain from actually tuning into her, from listening to her? What type of energy did she want people to gain from learning from her? Okay, and these are just life cards, okay? They give depictions of different phases of life, okay? Different aspects of life, okay? And so it's nothing crazy, okay? So I just want to know what type of energy did she want people to pick up on through her works, okay? So I got the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, okay? So the Nine of Pentacles upright is being very independent, being able to work for yourself, sustain yourself, okay? Create a solid foundation for yourself. But we did get it in reverse. So I feel like, she y'all, she wanted to clarify why I feel like it's mostly directed towards the melanated community, but I feel like with this Nine of Pentacles in reverse, this is giving more of like I said, upright is independent, but in reverse it's like codependent. Like you need others in order to be great. You need energy outside of you in order to be great. And I feel like with this Nine of Pentacles in reverse, Dr. Frances Cress Wilson, she wanted to clarify why you could be in an energy that's codependent, okay? Why the melanated community is in a position where they feel like they need other people to secure them, other people to police them, other people to teach them, okay, and run their schools, okay? It's like she is clarifying why the melanated community is codependent on other people to run their health care, okay, to run their their grocery stores, their food, their water, okay? She's clarifying why we're in a position where we're codependent, okay? Because that's not how it's supposed to be. We're supposed to actually be independent, because at some point we were independent, okay? We had everything we needed on our own. Okay, we taught ourselves our own knowledge. We taught ourselves about ourselves, okay? We had our own food. We had our own water. We had our own resources, okay? We bought from ourselves, okay? We spent money with ourselves, okay? We built up our own communities, maintained our own laws and systems, okay? But now during this age and time, during this moment in time, we are codependent. We depend on other people to create our laws for us, the people who don't even favor us. We depend on those people to create our laws, to give us our food, okay, to teach us about garbage in school, okay, teach us that we came from nothing in our school, teach our children that you came from chains and from nothing and from not creating or inventing anything for yourself, okay. It's like she clarifies why we're in this codependent type of energy right now, okay. Okay, what else does Dr. Francis Cress Welsing energy show? Okay. Oh, okay. We're getting all these pentacles in reverse. Okay. We got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. The Eight of Pentacles upright is, identifying what we need to work on, identifying all the different aspects of our life that needs working on, and doing one thing at a time, okay, and working on one thing at a time, okay. But in the reverse, it's like not knowing where to start, not knowing what to work on, okay, not knowing, why we should work on things, okay. Okay, and just being all over the place kind of when it comes to our work ethic and what we're putting our energy into. And I feel like this paired with this Nine of Pentacles in reverse, it's like we are kind of, it's like the more we stay in this codependent energy where we are depending on other people to run our schools, depending on other people to give us our food, okay, depending on other people to give us our resources. It's like the more we're just running in circles, the more we're not getting any work done, okay, with this Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the more we're not actually working towards anything. We're just, if anything, supporting their system still, feeding their system still. Okay, so I feel like we're needing to turn both of these cards in the upright. Okay, we're needing to figure out the ways we can become independent on ourselves and actually doing the work to sustain ourselves. Okay, and get out of just going in a circle. Okay, it's like the word that's coming to my mind is like rat race. Like you just in a spin wheel doing the same thing over and over again, not getting really nowhere, okay. But we needed to turn these two cards upright where we become independent and work on the things we need to work on to become independent. Work on building our own schools, work on building our own healthcare systems, work on, feeding ourselves, nourishing ourselves in every way, work on buying from our own communities, building up our own communities. Okay, because the more we're in this codependent energy, feeling and believing that we need energy outside of ourselves to be, to function right, the more we're just going to keep going in a circle and not getting any real work done. So I feel like Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, she wants us to be in this independent energy where we're able to work for ourselves and fully sustain ourselves and not feel like we need a people who don't favor us to run us. Okay. I hope you got something from that. Okay. That's my Role Model Monday. All right, be sure to look her up, okay, and you would get more out of just looking her up yourself, okay. So be sure to like, share, subscribe, okay, all of that. All right, and thank you for tuning in. All right.